Your appointment are lopsided, lack merit. Obasanjo to Buhari. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. Deep down, and I'm here saying, okay, OBJ, I know say you know just find out. The news in detail, please. President Muhammadu Buhari has been told that his appointment are lopsided and based on nepotism and mediocrity. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo, who said this, added that the president's government has disregarded many of the things put in place to give all groups in the country a sense of belonging. Obasanjo said this while delivering his remarks titled The Quest for Unity in Nigeria and the Role of Unity Schools at the 50th anniversary of Federal Government College Kaduna on Saturday. He said, and I quote, "First, I am concerned that the current state of our nation's economy has widened the gulf of inequality and left many people in despair. Inflation is on the rise. Poverty and hardship have returned to many households. The last decade has reversed many of the economic gains that were made in the first decade of a century. There is a general sense of hopelessness across this nation with seemingly uncontrollable insecurity. In addition to the economic hardship in its political mischief, never have we been so politically divided among religious, ethnic, and other fault lines, and deliberately so appointment in government as skewed and lopsided on basis of nepotism and mediocrity and disregard for merit and competence. Elections are here and may compound the problem. Political parties and politicians have now been emboldened to discard some of the things that were put in place to give groups sense of belonging. Exclusion is being taken as normal. This unity stares us in the face, and many of our leaders are more concerned about their selfish interests than the survival and health of our nation. Let me reiterate that the concerns being raised about the nature of the options before us and the presidential elections are, for instance, real and should not be trifled with. Nigeria belongs to us all, and no part of the country should be left in doubt about their place in this union on any basis whatsoever: ethnic, religious, language, region, culture, or social standing. Obasanjo said the beauty of democracy is that before Nigerians cannot be imposed on them. If we choose to do anything, we will only have ourselves to blame. If we choose to do nothing, brother, we'll only have ourselves to blame. If we choose to do the right thing, we will be, by so doing, return this country on the right track, one which gives all our people a sense of belonging and a sense of unity of purpose and a stake in the project Nigeria. A project that will give all of us peace, security, stability, shared prosperity, hope, and progress, and a place within the Damity or Committee of Lagos, he said, of Nations, he said. As of the time of filing this report, effort to reach the presidency was unsuccessful as the senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, did not respond to calls or messages sent to him. Now, make I talk. It is not right. People will come outside and say, "Oh, Baba OBJ, when you were there in call, you are part of the problem, kiniko. But remember what I tell us. If criminal come outside, can't talk the one way they true. Now the message, now they look, no be the messenger. This thing will OBJ talk, now be a problem. Our problem for this country now my own. Nepotism, mediocrity. Nepotism, favoritism always give birth to mediocrity. If I am picky, let's say I'm the owner of a hospital and I allow my let's say my relatives, I bring people based on nepotism into the hospital, and then I don't only do that. Let's say, for instance, I have someone who is a surgeon and who has the best hands. The person is not in any way related to me. Then the chief of surgeon is now somebody who has never ever performed surgery on anyone before. There is problem. There is big problem. Very big. Even if that person is a medical doctor, but you're not a surgeon, there is still big problem. Say the truth with respect, and it doesn't mean that we are other side of a cloth without anybody correcting him or refuse corrections. That is foolishness from home. Obasanjo has always been one of my most adult person, but recent activities against Yoruba paternity image story is misleading about who he is. I don't understand. It's misleading how? Like I said, even if somebody is a criminal and is saying the truth, it does not change the truth. Whether you're a good person or you're saying a lie, it does not change that lie. It's still a lie. All I'm trying to say is, OBJ has nothing to lose. I want people to know that. He don't rule this country. Military rule, civilian rule. He has seen it all. He's one person that he has seen it all. Just like Buhari has seen it all as well. But you cannot compare his regime and Buhari. Never. For where? What Joran now? For what? A lot of things happened. Good things happened to Nigeria. So you cannot come out and say, a lot of people are coming out to say it is he did this, he did that. Has anything to lose? How much they want use buy him? How much? Okay, he's only trying to be more Nigerian than an ethnic man. If you believe that covering my brother for an evil he committed is the way to go, then no unity and love will exist in this country called Nigeria. To your tents, O Israel, or hated by Nigeria themselves. I'm telling you, for those who are picking on OBJ, why is an attack on OBJ for saying the truth always coming from the Southwest people? Because they want him to support their own. And things are not done like that. I be your brother, no mean say you go de mumu, I go de look you. I be brother, no mean say you go slaughter person, and I go de look you. And you go expect make I can't tell you say I no see him. I go tell them say I see you when you kill the person. And I tell you say what they do no good. I go tell you. Most especially for the ones where we say we talk, say, can you share to go down? You just bless it, they don't warn you, say this way they do. And you can't expect people they warn you, say, wait, this is no good, we can't cover for you. On top brother level. Who brother help? What is good, and what is bad is bad. Obasanjo is part of Nigeria's problem right before Biafra war today. He has no love for Nigeria than himself. This is the man who has been president 3 times, and he failed in 3 times to make the country a great country. Learn where. I'm not saying Obasanjo is the best, but I'm saying he's far better than the sitting government. OBJ always spoke true to authority. Buhari regime disunited us and brought untold hardship to Nigeria due to his myopic idea of appointing only Fulani at key sectors. And this is what have been causing problems. People have been crying foul. People have been crying, exclusion, and they have not been listened to. He is seen as the worst government in the history of Nigeria. Okay, for the first time, I agree with OBJ, although he too hated his own people by not giving them their own fair share of appointments, and those he gave Ige, Balogun, and Afolabi, they were assassinated and sent to jail. That apart, Buhari is the worst enemy of Nigeria. Over 97% of his appointments are not even houses for stark illiterate, uneducated, inexperienced Fulanis who have no experience in governance, which is why his government failed willfully. I hope those coming in, those who are contesting, can see this. There are a lot of mistakes and there are a lot of things to learn from the sitting government. Okay, on those notes, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.